evening. Welcome to another episode of the McGonigal Podcast, or as I call it, 60 Minutes for Dummies. It's good to be back again. It's the podcast that won't go away. Nobody wants it, but it won't go away. We got lucky tonight, two great guests tonight. On my right, great comedian and host of the Burlesque Show with the Bugatti, Chris Morris. Thanks for coming, Chris.
Honored to be here.
Chris is here.
On my left, another great Philadelphia comedian, Bob Marsdale, was here. I really appreciate you guys coming out, because I don't know who wants to do this dumb podcast, so it's always amazing to me that people show up, but thankfully they do. But we'll try that to be as stupid as last week, but you never know.
When I'm here, it's going to get stupid.
Yeah, believe me, I'm usually the emperor of stupid when we're doing this. But so, listen, have you guys been watching the Olympics? You guys been watching?
Yes,
the Olympics?
every now and then.
Here and there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been pretty great. A lot of
Rugby,
great
women's rugby is my favorite.
Wow, women's rugby. I like the swimming. The swimming is really good. But it's always good. But did you see the first opening night when they had the big controversy about the drag queens?
Yeah.
They reenacted the Last Supper. Well, I started thinking, what other things could they reenact with drag queens? Wouldn't it be great that all kind of history things they started reenacting with drag queens? You know, like the planting the flag on Iwo Jima with drag queens, or, you know, who knows, the Battle of Lexington, Concord with drag queens.
I didn't know what it meant. Speaking of dumb, when I saw it, I didn't know what it was. I just saw a big lady, and I thought they were all lady. I didn't know. I saw the big lady, and wow. And then I didn't know what she was supposed to be until everything. You know, I didn't even interpret it, but they were like, no, some people were saying it's Greek gods or something, and then other people were saying it was the Last Supper.
That's what people were saying. The Olympics they really didn't really admit that it was the Last Supper, but it sure looked like the Last Supper.
And then there was like a Papa Smurf looking guy with the blue with the beard.
Yeah, I saw that guy.
I thought it was like a Smurf thing. I didn't know what it was.
But I just thought there's so many things in history you could reenact. You know, can you imagine if you just had drag queens just reenact Lincoln's assassination and the grant, Lee surrendering the grant at Appomattox? Just could have drag queens reenacting history. That would be awesome.
Washington had the wig on when he crossed the Delaware.
There you go. We're halfway there.
He was a trendsetter.
See, now we're already thinking. We're already thinking. But there's some people who were jumping up and down. I was thinking this would be a great TV show. Every week, drag queens reenact something from history. I don't know.
It would work. It would sell.
Oh, you kidding? It would be a #1 rated. It would be one of the highest streamers you have if they did that.
That's it.
But everybody was all mad about it. I thought it was pretty funny, and and it was, you know, like RuPaul's Drag Race is popular. Why wouldn't this be popular?
Yeah, exactly.
But people were mad anyway. Did you see what happened to the Italian, the flag bearer? He was the flag bearer for Italy. Somehow he was in a boat or something, and he lost his wedding ring. He lost his wedding ring in the river as he was bearing.
Oh my God, that's not good. Even the wife wouldn't care about the Olympics after that.
I was thinking,
I was the flag bearer. I don't care. You lost your wedding ring.
I was thinking that would be the greatest way to cheat on your wife. You know, if you come home and your wife wants to know where your ring is.
That's what he said.
Oh, I was carrying it for my country. I was representing my nation.
She'll have him down there in swim gear trying to find it. Believe me.
But you imagine that's how you lose your wedding ring. Yeah, like you said, the wife, she didn't want to hear about no Olympics. You lost your wedding ring.
Oh, it was on the nightstand with the hooker. The night before. That's a bunch
exactly.
of bullshit right there.
It was on the bar, but
it was in the river. Yeah, that's where it was.
I was representing my country. Did you ever lose your wedding ring, Bob? Did you ever?
I would intentionally take it off on occasion. Just if she had pissed me off, it's like I'm going out.
That's what I'm talking about. This whole scam of being a flag bearer. This would be great for married guys. Get away with cheating. And you just I was a flag bearer. I was volunteering at the firehouse. Or you make up some patriotic excuse. Your wife can't be mad at you. I was donating blood at the Red Cross and I took my ring off. And then your wife can't be mad at you if you do that. To me, it seems like the perfect idea. I don't know.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, the guy lost his wedding ring at the Olympics. Oh my God. Did you see how polluted that river was, that Seine River? They had people swimming in it as part of the triathlon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they had to postpone that a couple days.
And the one guy got out, and he actually started vomiting because it was...
It's like the Schuylkill here.
Exactly.
We could have our own Olympics in there.
But they said that, they went through this process of cleaning it up. But it's the Seine River in Paris, which has been there for thousands of years. How much can you clean it up? You know what I mean? There's only so much you can clean it up.
Can't get that ready. Yeah, it's been there forever.
And then one guy
Dead fish floating around.
One guy said, I felt stuff that you're not supposed to be feeling when I was...
Arms.
God only knows. God, there might still be Nazi soldiers floating in there from World War II for all you know. Who the hell knows what's in that Seine River? Can you imagine? They couldn't pay me to go in there. That's
How
brutal.
about the French pole vault a couple days ago? Did you see what happened to
Oh,
him?
well, I was just going to say.
Oh, you were going to say that? I
I
didn't
was just
interrupt
going to
you.
say the pole vault guy.
That's the only thing that really caught my attention. I
went
thought
up,
that was the greatest
and
story
his
ever.
dong was. Did you see that clip?
I saw the picture of
Yeah.
the dong, not
Yeah.
of his dong, but of
But
the.
of the bulge in his leotard,
Yes.
Yeah.
knocked the thing out. I've never had any activity that I can't do that. My penis is too big. Imagine what that's like. You can't do an activity because your penis is too big.
Never.
Well, the headline said French pole vaulter. Here's one thing: it'll never say Irish pole vaulter.
Oh,
That would
no.
never happen.
Irish,
That would have never happened.
Never say Asian pole vaulter either. Hey, French guy, you French or German? Yeah, one of those.
That guy will not
European-
have a problem getting a lady if he's not married anymore.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have the whole world know that I had a big dong than not have the keep the
Yeah,
gold medal.
keep the
whole
medal.
world knows I have a big dong. They're going to be in the Olympic Village. He's probably beating girls off.
Yeah.
There's probably a line outside of his room.
If I was doing it, they'd be like a Marsdale sweat sock. I call it on the pole.
But
Fluff.
that was unbelievable. That guy was in America. You imagine the money he'd make out in the San Fernando Valley shooting porno movies with that thing.
He might.
Somebody's
Holy
going to offer us. That's what's going to happen.
That's
a pole vault.
unbelievable. And the announcers, they were afraid that they were dancing around the subject. They didn't
Yeah.
want to say why he knocked the pole over.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Picture doesn't lie. The picture doesn't lie. Did you see it?
I can't imagine any activity where you say, no, my penis is too big. I'm going to sit
I'm
down.
out.
I can't. I'd like to help you, but my thing's too big. I can't participate in that.
I was a little disturbed. I was watching a rerun like 7, 8 times. I'm like, I'm staring at this man's penis. I should really probably stop.
I couldn't believe it. When I read about it, and I said, it can't be that bad, so I went and found the clip, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's got this gigantic...
I gotta see the clip
It's like
now.
he's got a bottle of Gatorade.
It's beautiful. You'll love it.
I can't wait.
It's like he's got a bottle of Gatorade.
It's in my
stuck
mind.
Right? Didn't you remember a bottle of Gatorade stuck in his thing? It was gigantic. I mean, that's unbelievable. I'd much rather have that, though, than
Than a
you
gold
keep
medal,
that gold medal. The whole world knows
He's set for life.
The whole
that
world
guy.
knows how big I am. Keep your gold medal. That was unbelievable. That's right. And then the French. At the one time, the French didn't surrender. Usually they surrender. This time they actually were trying, and it got knocked over. Well, the bar surrendered to his penis, so it was sort of along a French theme, I guess. But holy cow, that's unbelievable to me.
Did they slow motion it too?
Yeah, you can.
Did
You
they keep
find
running it back?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you-
were they not showing it?
No,
they were showing it.
They were showing it, but again, the announcers were dancing around. They didn't want to say, what exactly
his
knocked
leg
the
hit
pole
it.
over. They just kept saying, they kept saying
His
he
third leg hit
failed.
it.
He failed the leap or failed the vault. That's what they kept saying. He
He
failed
didn't
the vault.
compensate properly. Yeah.
He didn't make it over the thing, but everybody could see why he didn't make it over the thing.
Obviously.
And you see in the Olympic Village, they had these beds that they were calling the anti-sex beds. They had these cardboard beds. They tried to make them so uncomfortable because in the past, the athletes were having sex like crazy in the Olympic villages.
Really?
So
Really?
they purposely made these uncomfortable beds and made out of like cardboard. They were calling the anti-sex beds.
Every athlete has them.
Well, they
Or
have them in
only-
all the dorms. Some of the athletes aren't staying in the dorms. They're staying, like, getting private hotels. But if you're staying in the Olympic Village in the dorms, that's how they had these anti-sex beds.
Yeah.
Because in the past they've had outbreaks of STDs and stuff.
Wow.
So they were trying to cut down. In the past they've had.
Any bet I'm in's an anti-sex
Well,
bet.
that's exactly
I was in the
right.
back of a Honda Civic one time, and I didn't have any problem. I don't think there would anything that would keep me from if I was ready
In the past, in the Olympic Village, they've had bowls of condoms. They've had them out because they didn't want the athletes getting STDs. So they would just have these gigantic bowls of condoms for the athletes to help themselves.
Wow, Ed, where do you know all this?
No, I was just reading about it, but it's fascinating. But this was going on.
This is really
disturbing, Chris.
fascinating.
Like, yeah, it makes sense though. These young athletes during the prime of their life,
yeah.
prime
Yeah.
shit. Of course,
They're
they're
all
all going to be
good looking.
banging.
They're
Of course, they're all going to be banging each other. It makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. I mean, you don't think about it, but once you hear it, well, yeah, that
They're all
makes
staying together, and they're,
why wouldn't they be banging? It's like spring break.
That's right.
It's unbelievable. But anti-sex. Did you see the announcer who got fired? The announcer. It was during the one of the women's competitions, and he made it was running late, and he made a crack about, well, these women, they had to put their makeup on. And he got fired.
Yeah, that's
They
a
had to
no-no.
put their
Oh,
makeup
come
on.
on. They fired him for that.
Yeah, that's something like out of the 70s. Richard Dawson would say something like that. Nowadays,
After he made out with someone on the
yeah,
show.
you can't say that. Like Gene Rayburn on the Match Game making a comment like that. You can't say that in 2024. You can't say female athletes putting their makeup on.
Oh, Lord. So he's going now, this
Yeah,
guy? What was he announcing?
I think it was swimming. Yeah, it was either swimming or swimming, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But he said, these women,
Lot
they
of
had to put their
craziness in this
makeup on.
Olympics.
And then Imagine you work all your life, you build, you become an announcer, you get the Olympic gig, and you blow it with a stupid joke like.
It won't work again now. Because it was makeup.
What are you thinking to make a joke? Again, that's something from the 70s. You make a joke like that. Archie Bunker would have made a joke like that. Better, these broads and their makeup, Edith. That's unbelievable. Did you see what Celine Dion had her comeback there at the Olympics?
Celine Dion, she killed it. I saw. Then Lady Gaga.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
she did
thinking,
the whole thing.
did we need a Celine Dion comeback? Was anybody really asking for that?
I was looking forward to it.
You were?
I have her
Okay.
poster in my room. And I couldn't wait for a Celine comeback.
I was like,
I didn't know she was gone.
Exactly. They were making a big deal about it. And I was like, maybe did we really need this? They cancel the Olympics so we don't have to sit through a Celine?
She did really well, but yeah, I didn't know she was gone. I thought she was performing in Vegas or something. I didn't know there was a whole thing.
I remember that
where she was-
Titanic movie and that song was out. I was kind of hoping I drowned after a while. That song was so bad. But they made a big thing. Celine's back, and I was thinking, didn't she grow up in Canada, Celine?
Yeah, she grew up in Canada.
Well, why would they have? This is France, don't they have they had Snoop Dogg carrying the torch?
Oh, that was
So they had Celine Dion.
He thought it was a joint.
Don't they have their own celebrities in France? They got to go get people.
I'm trying to think of a French. What's a really big French singer?
Well, isn't that the whole point though of when you show off your country? They're not showing off Snoop from America and Celine Dion.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav's over there. Don't you have your own people?
Yeah, Flav.
Was he in the pool or something?
Flavor Flav sponsored the synchronized swimmers.
I did read that.
He paid for them to go over and paid for them to have a thing. So he's like in the pool with the clock.
He had the clock on. I was working with Sandy Ehlers last night. She did a joke about that. She thought the poor bastard was going to electrocute us with the freaking clock.
Exactly
The
right.
waterproof
I didn't
clock.
see that. I
Yeah.
would have paid to see that.
Wouldn't that be the funniest thing to happen in the Olympics? Flavor Flav gets electrocuted. even non-sports fans would be tuning in for that.
I still can't get over when he was banging Sylvester Stallone's wife, Bridget Nielsen, when he was with her. That was freaking.
Oh my! Yeah, on his show.
Yeah,
his
that
show,
was weird.
Flavor of Love.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, wasn't she the same one? What was her name?
Oh shit, Bridget Nielsen.
Wasn't she with Mark Gastineau at one time too? The football player. Yeah. Well, she got around a little bit.
Yeah.
That's right, Flavor. I forgot about that. I never watched those reality shows. That's right. Wasn't there another one, A Surreal Life or something, where they were all in a house?
Yeah,
all these crazy celebrities. Yeah.
Big in a buck.
He's famous, and here we are. It doesn't make
Yeah,
any sense.
exactly right. I shouldn't be laughing at him. I should be trying to get into some kind of house like that. The Surreal Life.
Ed, you'd be great on one of those shows. I would watch. if Ed
Yeah.
was on.
Yeah.
No, because I'd be sitting in
You
my
and Bridget
bedroom.
Nielsen, I'd like to see that.
I'd be sitting in my bedroom
With the
not
pole
talking to
vaulter
anybody.
guy.
So the producers wouldn't be happy with me. They'd kick me out after the first week. I'd be in trying to read a book or something. I'm good. But another thing is that at the closing ceremonies, they're going to have Tom Cruise skydive.
No.
Again, he's not from France. Why don't they have any of their own people to do this kind of stuff?
Why? What's
something. They're going to
significance?
reenact like a Mission Impossible skydive.
Really? And he lands on the couch? Is that
I'm not sure what he's going to land on, but why would you have? It makes no sense to me. It's supposed to be France, and they're bringing in all these people from other countries. But I was thinking,
they should have Jerry Lewis, really.
it's a shame Jerry Lewis. If he was still alive,
They'd have Jerry
they'd
Lewis.
probably had him over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a big. They
Well,
gave him an award.
They gave him the Legion of Honor.
Legion of
Yeah.
Honor.
Yeah, they love Jerry Lewis in France.
They gave like kings, queens, and then Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Legion of Honor.
Yeah, he was a gigantic icon in France.
Yes, he was. They love clowns and stuff.
Probably because they could dub his voice and you didn't hear his voice. That's probably why he was so popular in France. They were dubbing his voice in. But how many people are going to be rooting for Tom Cruise to make it or not make it? I wonder if it's going to be your DraftKings. You could bet if he made it.
They're going to want him to go into the torch.
Because Tom Cruise is going to live with that.
Sorry.
And are they going to bring in a stunt man who's like 6 foot and make it a little taller than Tom Cruise, like his movies, And they're going to let him stand on a box like he does in his movies?
That's a real thing. I can't believe
He's
it. Now I got to
sky-
really watch
He's
the
going to
ending
skydive,
ceremony.
and they're going to reenact the
Like Top Gun?
No, from Mission Impossible.
Mission
I think. I think he's a famous. I think there's a famous skydiving scene. I haven't seen all the Mission
Oh, he did a
Impossible.
lot of those.
Right, a lot of
about
stunts
100.
like
The
that.
motorcycle thing he did.
Right,
yeah.
right. It supposedly does all the stuff. That's what they say. Maybe he does do all the stuff. Some of those Hollywood guys lie about that. They say the stunts that they don't do it. Maybe he does. I don't know. But they say he does. I guess.
Well, he was doing one. He was jumping across, so he broke his leg. And
Right,
they didn't want to hold the production.
That's
what they're
right.
more
That's
concerned
right.
about.
So I guess he does. But for whatever reason, they're having him skydive. It seems crazy what that has to do with France. You think the whole closing ceremony would just be the country of France surrendering? That's why I said I wanted to see.
Chris, he's still pissed off. He just doesn't like France.
I wanted to see.
Seeing that more and more by the end.
I wanted to see Germany win a bunch of medals, and they had to keep playing the German national anthem, and everybody's surrendering. That would have been the best part of it to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Did you see here in Philadelphia that the Wells Fargo, they're taking their name off the arena? It's not going to be the Wells Fargo Center anymore.
How many times has that name changed?
Oh, it was the First Union. It was Core States, right?
Right?
So it's at least 3.
Yeah. No, it was the core states my
It
first.
was the FU for a while.
Yeah, First Union.
First
yeah,
Union, the
yeah.
FU.
The FU. I like that for Philadelphia. That'd be a great
That's
arena
perfect.
name.
That's what I was thinking. They should put a name on there that more sums up Philadelphia. I mean, with like call it like Snitches Get Stitches Arena or something. They got to come up with. What do you think would be a good name though for Philadelphia?
my God.
People were suggesting Wawa, which would be good if Wawa was to sponsor it. But I don't know, something like we don't use
The
car.
John Arena, the John going to the John.
We don't
Everyone
use car
says John.
insurance in Philly or something. Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. I'm wondering. I'm thinking. They
Gino's
gotta-
cheesesteaks.
Gino's.
That's
Gene.
anything. I'm wondering. There you go, Broad Street Misery. Put that on the
Broad
side of the
Street
board.
Misery,
There
there
you
you
go,
go.
Broad Street Misery.
perfect.
Let's get the plug in. Fantastic, fantastic. I'm waiting for John Cancel and Win to climb up there and put Wid's dates on the side of the arena. That might be
Oh, the
next.
Wit Arena. I would love that.
Yeah, the Wid Arena.
The Wid.
I can't wait to see what they name it, but it would be better if they put like a symbol of a white beater T-shirt on the outside of it or something like that. Something for Philadelphia,
I wish they would just keep it something for. I mean, it's been Wells Fargo for.
It's been Wells Fargo
For a
for a
while.
while, yeah, a good while.
I just feel
you're
like
right.
it changes all the time. Like we have Citizens Bank Park, the Link, they're staying, but
Yeah, it seems like it, but they keep losing their corporate sponsors. But I guess especially with the Sixers wanting the new arena, maybe Wells Fargo said, "Well, we're getting out of this. If these Sixers might not even be here anymore, why should we keep paying for this?"
they're still working on that, right?
Yeah.
Sixers.
That's
What
probably
did they pay
a-
for that? Was it like
Trust the process for the new arena.
There you go. How much
like
for
the fee?
Wells
Like
Fargo
they
pay
do
for
like
that?
a 10-year deal, right?
Oh
It's like,
God, it's got to be millions and millions, right?
Yeah.
To have your
I don't
name
know,
on the
like
side
10,
of it?
10, 20 million a year, something like that, or
Maybe it's
Yeah.
got to be. I can't imagine the money because the advertising you get on that because your name is on TV and in the
It's all
news
those mentions.
constantly. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's got to be a gigantic amount of money they're spending.
Yeah, that's why I
having
got a
that.
Citizens Bank credit card. They reeled my ass right.
1.4 million.
1.4 really?
million
1
a
now,
year.
see, I think that's kind of that's
That
kind of cheap.
does sound kind of cheap. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good advertising because people drive by on 95 all the time
Yeah.
and see it. Yeah, that's
Well,
you're
the
right.
freaking Braves got Quikrete on their uniforms. I
They
think they're
got,
paying
they
more
got
than
stuff all
Well,
over.
the Phillies did.
The
was
Phillies got it now.
Independence Blue Cross they had the other day
that.
on the Phillies
I saw
uniform.
the Yankees had some like
Yeah,
something. I never thought they
It's
were.
going to be like NAS-CAR soon, where the whole uniform is going to be
Yeah.
covered with it. Probably.
Yeah.
You're going to see that. What's the Morgan and Morgan for your injury
Morgan and Morgan.
with the Phillies? The next time the Trey Turner pulls a hamstring, Morgan and
Eastern
Morgan.
State Penitentiary. Is that your sponsor?
There you go.
That would be a good name.
That'd be cool if they sponsored the podcast. Yeah. Al Capone's old home.
Yeah.
Have you been to Eastern State? Have you
I've
ever
been
done
there.
the tour?
I never
I've
been in
served
there.
time
The tour is great. It's fantastic.
You spent time. You were in there.
I got banged in the ears and I swear to God, no.
There you go. And you can see if we can get somebody to sponsor that.
Yes.
No, it's Eastern State Penitentiary is great though. You walk, it's amazing. It was the first.
I've been to Alcatraz and there.
Wow.
That was more depressing than Alcatraz.
I've been to Alcatraz.
It
never
was the
been there.
first
Yeah.
penitentiary in
Yeah.
America. Yeah, they had jails, but this was the first penitentiary, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's and they recreated Al Capone's cell, and they have it just like Al Capone had it, with a big easy chair and a radio.
But there's a whole section there, like
He had a
they didn't
living
even have
room
heat.
in
Do you remember that? Like,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
it was,
Oh, sure, it was
I
so
couldn't
old.
imagine that.
Well, they said Al Capone lived like a king in there, even though I'm sure he had all the guards on the payroll,
was
and
like the star of-
he was living like a king. Al Capone. Well, there was a rumor that he got arrested on purpose, that they were trying to kill him. So he thought if he was in jail, he'd be safe in jail for a while until things cooled down. So The rumor is he got arrested on purpose. I don't know if that's true, but that's always been a rumor.
Yeah.
That he got arrested in a movie theater for possession of a handgun.
Oh.
And people say he did it on
I thought
purpose.
he did like a peewee.
Well, maybe with the handgun. Maybe he was jerking off the handgun. It's always possible. Did you see that 85-year-old female golfer the other day? She was out. She shot an 85.
85 and shot an 85. Holy shit.
It was a big deal. You know how many guys would like to strangle her?
Yeah.
They can't shoot an 85.
I never shot an 85.
Yeah, they had
First
her on,
9, maybe.
They had
but
her on.
that's-
She had a cigarette.
It's like John Daly.
It was John Daly, I was going to say.
Sean Daly and drag. That's what it was.
But it was amazing.
Where was this? On a tour, or was it just in a regular?
I think it was just on a regular golf course, or maybe it was the senior tour. I'm
Yeah,
not
you know
sure.
every guy there was pissed. You're
Yeah,
right.
an 85-year-old, there are 30-year-old guys who can't shoot an 85. And up here's this old broad shooting an 85. You know, her husband probably dropped dead at some point. She's out on the golf course all the time.
The 2024 U.S. Senior Women's Open.
Oh, I know, because it was a senior
it's
tour.
a senior tour.
85 years old.
God
And she
bless
shot an 85. That's
amazing.
unbelievable. She probably went back and had a Pabst.
Her nickname is Big Mama.
Big Mama, I bet it is. I bet
Mama.
it is. Yeah, her husband probably dropped dead at some point trying to keep up with her. One of her kids are getting paid that money.
What'd she win? Was it? Do we know what she won?
If she won, I'm not sure if
Oh,
she
if
did
she
win.
won.
But they were making
It just says that she won it and went and headed for a cocktail. That's all
Right,
it
headed
says.
for, that's what they said.
Wow,
in the
just
she
a
headed for a
cocktail. One?
cocktail.
Only one cocktail?
Sounds like one of my old Irish aunts, 85, and still trying to get a cocktail.
A free cocktail. I'll hit an 85 for a free cocktail.
Well, that was probably the highlight of a year, getting a free cocktail when you're 85 years old. That's the highlight of your year. Imagine, I wonder any 70-year-old men trying to bang her to get golf tips. It might help you with my putting. I'll bang you. Good Lord, 85 years old. I couldn't shoot an 85. But
In 2018, so that was what, 7 years ago? So she was 79, right? 78, whatever. She shot a 79.
wow.
So
So she's a lifelong golfer.
She's like the Tiger Woods of menopause. This girl. Are you kidding? Wow.
Where did she shoot this? Where was it?
last year she shot an 80.
No, but what's her name? Where she's just there?
Senior U.S. Open.
And it was around here?
No, I forget where it was.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
Oh, not too far.
PA.
Wow. That's unbelievable. 85.
Maybe she's on Bumble. We could hook you up.
There you go. She might be on
I'll
something.
take her at this point.
She might be on cougar.com. Golf Cougar.
Golf Cougar.
Golf Cougar. Sand Trap.
site I'm working on. Golf Cougar.
Sand Trap Cougar. Oh my God, 85 years old. Did you see that? There was a survey that came out last week about DoorDash. They were interviewing. They were surveying DoorDash drivers. 85% of the DoorDash drivers admitted stealing food from the customers they were delivering.
Shit, that son of a
Really?
bitch. That's why I know I miss half my food.
I thought
knew
you would
that.
say 85% of it were banging the people that were delivering.
Well, that might be true. They might not
They were
admit to
calling
that.
them up and just,
They might not
I
admit
won't
to
the
that.
surprise
housewives.
me, man. I've been there.
That didn't surprise
I've missed
me at all.
sandwiches.
I've
And,
always thought of that. If you have French fries or something, chicken wings or something, they got their hands in there. I always thought the DoorDash drivers were probably grabbing
I have
food.
too much trust.
I knew, but I mean, would that make you want to order more DoorDash or less? I'm thinking,
I'd still order it.
Yeah, most people in America are still going to order.
Especially when I'm drunk.
They're they're drunk or they're high, too lazy
I've ordered
to
it
cook.
and sent it to the wrong address. I've done that. I
My
can't
buddy
tell you
ordered
about
ice
that.
cream from DoorDash. What the fuck are you doing?
Was it melted or licked?
He said it was fine. It was like Friendlies. I'm like, you are sick.
How the hell would they keep
You
it?
need ice cream from Friendlies?
How would they keep it from not melting?
Melting.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's got an
Let's
eating
see.
disorder. I might
that's a little much. You want ice cream?
God bless you.
Go to the supermarket and keep it in your own freezer. I mean, I can understand DoorDash, but that's a little much. But how long before they have like DoorDash cocaine and DoorDash marijuana? It's got to be. It's got to be
sure it's
coming.
happening
It's
now.
got to be.
Oh my God, Ray Liotta's at the door. Look, it's
It's got to be coming. That's good. That's John and Wiz next gig for Pickle Man. They're going to be on the way home. They got to drop off some weed.
the weed. There you go. Cover the cost.
But you know what's coming, the way this country's going, or DoorDash tattoos. People just pull up and give you a tattoo. Out of
Never
the
have to
car.
leave your house.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be coming. All that stuff's got it. It's everything you do. Yeah, right. You're never
Probably
gonna
already
leave-
happening.
It's never going to. You're just sitting around in your pajamas all day. The people who work from home virtually, and they get all their food delivered. Let me get everything delivered.
Yeah.
Yeah, DoorDash hookers.
DoorDash hookers.
I got to admit, I
What?
would look into that. I can't lie. Even
That's kind of been.
I may
yeah.
have tried that.
yeah, I've Googled it.
I might have that app.
It hasn't happened yet, but I keep Googling once a week to see if they started it yet. Just so one of these days maybe we'll get lucky.
$200, I got a pizza and I got laid. It was great.
There you go. There you go. That's now you 200. I spend more. 200 sounds pretty. That sounds pretty
Is that
cheap.
the going rate? I mean, you're the authority.
That sounds pretty cheap. That's getting off cheaper than the Wells Fargo guys got off with that title when they get the $200 for a hooker and a pizza. That's pretty good.
It's really good
It's
pizza.
not bad at all. So did you see this week, get a little more serious, they were going to give a plea deal to those 9/11 guys, the 9/11 mastermind?
Who was?
That our country was going to give a plea deal. The two guys who we still have at Guantanamo Bay, they were going to give them a plea deal for life in prison instead of seeking the death penalty. But then our defense secretary canceled it. But I can't believe there's still two guys
Alive?
alive.
Yeah.
You think we would have just shot him?
I
We shot Osama bin
I
Laden.
didn't
What?
think they were alive.
But the Sheik.
See how much I keep up?
What that one guy's name? Sheik something, and then
I saw his picture. He kind of, it was like the heavyset guy,
Yeah,
kind
with
of
all
looked like
the
John Candy.
yeah, all disheveled.
John Belushi.
Yeah, he looks
20
like
years
he looks
later.
like Artie Lange in one of his
Yeah,
good
oh, he
movies.
looked like more like
One of
Artie.
his
Yeah.
good-
He did look like Artie. Holy shit.
But I can't be. I said these guys are this 23 years ago. We didn't shoot these guys or give them the electric.
I didn't even hear about that. That's
Yeah, there's-
crazy.
yeah, but-
I didn't know they were still.
So they gave them a plea deal, but then the families of 9/11 were complaining. So our defense secretary came out the next day and canceled. He said, "No, we can't do that." But 23, that just amazes me. These kids, there were people who get DUIs and go to jail. These guys are still walking around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Philadelphia, you jaywalk, they arrest you. These guys are still. You have tinted windows, you get a $100 fine. There's more penalty for that than there is for 9/11.
Oh my God.
It's amazing the guys will still be. There he is. There's the guy right there.
Oh yeah, shit! Look at him.
Looks like Artie Lange.
Wow. It's like my
You
neighbor.
might need the manscaper. He's like a freaking, he has like a
But that-
one. There's Artie.
There's Artie.
Poor Artie. I
That
love
guy,
Artie.
actually, the guy might look better than Artie now that I think about it. I want to apologize to that guy.
Artie looks good now, though. I think from what I've seen.
Did he get his nose fixed? I don't
Yes,
know. Oh, he
think
did.
Looks good. I did see a recent
He
thing of it.
he dropped out of society though. He's not doing anything. He's not
I
performing.
think he's doing another podcast. I think I saw another podcast.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought
Unless
he
it was a while ago, but I thought.
He's moving in on your turf. Artie's doing all this
He-
podcast.
At one time, was just sitting in his house, and there were rumors that he was in
rough.
Florida and then he was in Jersey, and his mother's still alive, but he wasn't doing anything because he was
Yeah,
trying to
just
stay away from showbiz
yeah.
because the showbiz leads to
Yeah.
drugs.
Yeah,
So he thought,
yeah.
but I don't know. I shouldn't
love the
say.
guy. I think the guy's
I'm a
great.
gigantic fan. Did you ever meet him? I never met
Never
him.
met a buddy of mine ran into him, had him call me on the phone. I didn't
Wow.
answer, and it was a voicemail.
Wow.
But
Yeah, no, I've never met him either. I know, we have mutual friends, but I'm a gigantic fan. But it's a
Oh, he's-
shame.
he's hilarious.
One of the funniest guys.
Yeah, really
And I read
is.
a couple of his books. The guy's
So
just
did I.
hilarious.
Jimmy Graham worked with him a lot.
Right,
I
he
never
did.
worked with him.
He did. No, I never met Artie.
Yeah.
I mean, I know guys that know Artie, but it's a shame that the guy was sitting on top of the world and he couldn't control himself.
he looked like that guy.
Yeah, exactly like that guy. So did you see where, speaking of the terror, Israel killed that Hamas leader?
Yeah.
But did you see how they did it? They knew there was a guest house in, what the hell, where was it? Iran. That he would visit Iran, and he would always stay in the same house. So they snuck a bomb in there, and they waited 2 months until they confirmed that he was there, and then they detonated the bomb.
The bomb sat there for 2 months.
They somehow snuck it into this guest house where he always stayed. I don't know how they got it in there. And then waited, and when one of their spies told him he was there, they detonated it remotely from Israel.
Wow.
From Israel.
See, I could never be that guy.
Or-
I'd put it in the wrong house. Some shit.
I was thinking, how did they do
I blow
that?
myself. Go in the bathroom.
Like, that ain't the
boom,
house.
me
It's
out.
3 houses down.
How did they do? I mean, did they have a DoorDash driver go in and stick
it's
a bomb in, or did they have
whole
the housekeeper? How did they get in there? They must have
I'll
moles
tell you what, the
everywhere.
Israelis do some crazy
Israelis,
shit.
They
They'll
don't
be
fuck
riding up on a
around.
motorcycle, guys in a car, bang,
They,
just pop the guy right in
the
the car.
Mossad, the Israeli secret police,
Yeah.
they don't fuck around. They'll find you. It might take them 20 years, but they'll
Yeah.
find you and
Yeah.
they'll kill you. But they blew it. They waited 2 months. This bomb in there and detonated it.
Oh my
Don't fuck with Israel.
No. And they they wanted to make sure the guy was that was his house.
It was a guest house that he used to stay at
Oh,
whenever
okay.
he visited Iran, and they wanted to make sure he was there. So I
yeah.
guess they had one. I guess they had spies everywhere, and when they confirmed that he was there, 2
That was
months
it.
later, they detonated the bomb.
You know, I might have to have my house swept from the ex. I
That-
might have to
I would
check
say
my
that-
shit out in the closet.
I mean, that's some revenge there. Like, you waited for 2 months for him to get it.
Israel,
That motherfucker.
I was saying, if your DoorDash driver's wearing a yarmulke, don't let him in,
Yeah.
because that's going to be a bad. If your landscaper is wearing, don't, because it might be he might be planting a bomb.
Why am I getting Chinese food? He has a yarmulke. I don't know why.
But Israel doesn't fuck around. You got to admire them. But like I said, we're waiting for these guys 23 years. Israel just takes you out. There's no
No.
trial and
No questions.
Yeah, yeah,
there's no plea bargain.
yeah. No judge.
You ain't getting a lawyer. You ain't getting anything. You ain't getting Morgan and Morgan or Rand Spear or anybody.
Rand Spear.
You ain't
They're
getting
on
anybody.
the accident lawyer over there.
Yeah.
You're done.
I have Rand Spear who's going to be representing me.
Israel will fuck you up. You're not getting away. All right, but let's play this week's game. We didn't play a game last week. Let's play this week's game.
Oh, we got games here.
Well, I usually try to get a game at least once every episode. How about who's your favorite cradle robber? Who's your favorite cradle? And I had four choices: Elvis Presley, Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, and I had another. Who the hell was the other one I had? All right, we'll just go with those three.
Jerry Lee Lewis?
Well, Jerry
Who's the original?
We'll
That's
throw
old
Jerry
school,
Lee
bro.
Lewis in there. What the
Let's
hell?
put him in there.
I know I had another one. I couldn't remember who it was. But Elvis Presley, Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, or Jerry Lee Lewis. Who's your favorite cradle? I go with Elvis. I
You
go
got to
with
go with
Elvis.
the king. But I didn't know he was a
Please
cradle
Elvis
robber.
married him, didn't you?
How old was
He moved her into his house when she was 14.
Who?
Priscilla.
Really?
Now, he claims he didn't touch her until she was 18. It's kind of hard to believe, but he made some deal with her. I think he paid her parents or something to move the girl into his house when she was 14
Yeah.
Wow,
years
that's
old.
some wild shit.
He married her. Woody's just fucking creepy. That's what.
Well, Woody, I mean, he waited. I think he waited with Sonia until she was 18, but she
Yeah.
was his stepdaughter. I mean, he was banging her
Didn't
mother.
they say about the kids? There wasn't another kid that was complaining
Well,
about
they
it? The son?
accused him of being that, but the police investigated on not that I'm defending Woody Allen, but the police did investigate. No charges were filed.
Yeah.
So, who knows if he did or not? I mean, they claimed he did, but there were no charges.
Yeah.
But the stepdaughter, he basically was there when Mia was raising a kid, and he starts banging her.
We're talking about the pole vaulter's penis, and then we're right down the road.
right down to the gutter.
Shitter
And
right here.
Roman
Polanski.
Polanski, that was a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah,
he gave her cocaine and Quaaludes
Yeah.
and fucked
Not
her
a nice guy.
in Jack Nicholson's hot tub.
Really?
Nicholson's hot tub?
He was house.
He's done a lot of research for this show, Chris.
He's
I mean,
amazing.
got his
He's
shit
very
together.
smart. I don't know any of this shit.
I don't know any of this shit.
He was
not
it's
prepared
disturbing,
at
is
all.
what I'm telling
He
you.
was, he was house sitting for Jack Nicholson and brought this 13-year-old girl back there. And fucked her in Jack Nicholson's
Did Nicholson
hot
know?
tub.
No, he didn't know.
No, he
with
was
the
away
Lakers.
shooting a movie.
He
I
with
was
the
at the
Lakers.
basketball.
There you go. He might have been. He was probably fucking some other girl somewhere. It's Jack Nicholson.
Oh, he's got
but,
some shit.
You seen Jack lately?
And he's got Alzheimer's, right?
Yeah, he looks a little rough.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He had dementia. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's got to be like, what, 84, 85 years
Yeah.
old?
Oh, I
he's
think
a
he might be older
legend,
than that. He might be
Yeah.
close to 90. Yeah.
Really?
He's got to be close.
But that's wild about the king. I did not know that.
Oh yeah, she
But-
was
but
14
out of
years
those
old.
three, I didn't know.
And I believe he paid her parents. I get it.
She was in 9th grade when they.
Wow.
I believe he paid her
Wow.
parents, but he claims he didn't touch her until she was 18. Then he eventually married her, had a kid with her. But that's what'd they do for 4 years? They
Did he go to the sophomore?
I went to
cotillion
Disney
with him?
World and
I'm just asking.
I mean, I don't
various
know.
amusement parks.
But even if he did wait till she was 18, he was still grooming her the whole time while she's a
Yeah.
teenager, which is sick.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's 87.
87.
Yes,
Okay,
87.
yeah.
Just turned 87 in April.
Yeah, but I believe I read he had dementia. I might.
No, I read that too. I think
Yeah.
I did too. Same thing.
I thought so.
Little Jack.
But and Jerry Lee Lewis, of course, didn't he marry his own 13-year-old cousin?
His cousin kept in the family.
Yeah, well, so at least,
Wow.
at least it was his cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. They knew each other for a long time.
We're uncovering all the stars. I didn't know any of this shit.
At least he
Well, I knew about Polanski and Woody.
Yeah.
I know about those two.
Yeah, well, Polanski was.
He's not allowed in the country anymore, right? He's out of the country.
Well, if he comes here, he's going to get arrested.
Yeah.
France has been.
Oh, he's still alive, Roman Polanski?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he died.
He was the blue guy in the opening ceremony.
He might have been. He wanted to get tips off the guy with the big dong. He was waiting by the side. But France has been. They refused to extradite him. We've tried to get him back many times over here. France would refuse that they wouldn't extradite him.
Yeah.
Well, another reason I hate France.
But I mean, the guy fucked a 13-year-old. They know that they won't extradite him.
As far as Jack Nicholson, it's rumored that he has dementia, but take it for what this is. Bill O'Reilly
There you go.
went to visit him and came back and said that he does not have dementia.
Does not have dementia.
Did not know Bill O'Reilly was friends with Jack.
Well, Bill O'Reilly probably didn't shut up the whole time, so how would you know if Jack Nicholson had dementia? He didn't get a word in edgewise. And O'Reilly went to. Well, does that mean that Nicholson is a conservative, maybe, and he's friends with O'Reilly? I guess it's possible.
Or maybe did an interview with him or something. Maybe.
I don't know. It's kind of weird that he went to vet that mail. That's most
What's
of those.
the last movie he did? Was it The Departed? I'm trying to think.
Well, it might have been. He did that movie with Adam Sandler, Anger Management.
Oh, yeah?
That might have been his last. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe The Departed was. I'm not. It's one of those. Yeah. So it's been a while. I remember he announced his retirement. I remember that.
Yeah.
He said.
I thought he did a few after Anger Management. Maybe I'm wrong.
I can't remember.
I don't remember if he did or not, but I remember at some point he announced his retirement, and then you never really saw him again after that.
Yeah.
I don't remember his last movie. It's one of those movies. I'm not sure, but yeah, but I guess I would go with Elvis though for being a cradle robber.
Yeah.
I mean he's
Well,
Elvis,
he's the
buddy.
king. He's the
14
king.
He's 14 to 14.
I didn't know he did all that. But
The last,
kinda like
talking
him.
about Jack. The last movie. Is that what you were just saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last movie was.
The last movie from Jack was How Do You Know, starring Paul Rudd, Reese Witherspoon, and Owen Wilson.
I never heard of it.
all right.
No,
Now I have to go and watch
that's probably why I
that
retired.
and the pole vaulter. I got to watch those two things tonight just to
That
make
was
sure.
in 2010.
Okay, I remember he announced.
2023 interview.
So it has
says
been a
he
while
hasn't
ago.
retired.
Yeah, I thought so.
2010. Wow.
Yeah, I
Back in the
thought-
day.
Yeah, Nicholson.
When did Departed come out? Sir? Oh no, thank you. All right.
Wow. Okay.
That's one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
Departed's a
He
great
was
movie.
great
Yeah,
in that.
the whole thing was
It's
great.
great
yeah.
and everything. man.
Cheese.
Yeah.
It's a rat. It's like cheese.
But there's the famous, talking about Elvis, the famous story, the famous quote from Johnny Cash. He said, I never saw anybody think about pussy the way this kid Elvis does. Johnny Cash said,
I don't think he's met you.
Were they buddies?
oh, yeah, they were the Sun Records. It was the $1 Million Quartet. It was Johnny Cash, Elvis. No, I think it was Johnny Cash, Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Roy Orbison. I think it was the.
Was that in Nashville?
Sun Records. I guess it was Nashville, and they were the $1 Million Quartet.
Oh, they do a play about it.
Sam Phillips, yeah, and
Yeah, that's why I knew that.
Yeah,
There was
they do a play about
LBI's.
and he sent them out on tour together, the four of them. And they weren't. None of them were very famous yet. They were just starting out, obviously, in the 50s.
Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins, and Johnny Cash.
Carl Perkins and Johnny Cash.
He knows his soul, man.
Okay, well,
Like he's got a computer back
You got a
there.
computer.
We got some AI in this joint.
Yeah, and he sent them on a tour like around the South. Sam Phillips was, and I think he was one of these guys who was taking all the money. You know, he had the entertainers performing, and he was in it, like a lot of those big financial guys, especially back. And the guys used to give. Elvis got robbed blind.
Oh, the Colonel. Colonel killed him.
Nobody got. He came from Mississippi. I don't even think he ever went to school. So he signed anything.
Well,
they
yeah,
put
and the
in front of him.
Colonel was one of those carnival barker
Yeah,
guys.
anything they put in front of him, he signed it. He signed his life away. I mean, all those guys did that, made that mistake early, like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. They signed stuff that he shouldn't have. But Elvis he really got robbed the worst.
Yeah. The Colonel did come up with all the merchandising, but
everything.
he took everything.
He was probably getting like 80, 90% or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Grace, I've never been to Graceland, but I have friends
Near
have been
by.
there. They say it's like just like kind of like a regular nice house. Like it's not even that big of a house
Well,
that he
yeah,
had.
it
was
probably,
like
it probably
big
isn't. I
store.
guess at the time maybe it was considered a mansion or something
Yeah.
when he first bought it. But yeah, I guess it isn't. But yeah,
Compared to now,
yeah,
mansions now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he screwed him.
Way celebrities live now. Yeah, but he got screwed. I mean, I guess he had some money, but not what he should have had.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Not what he should have had. Yeah, that's amazing. Did you see where in Chicago the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile had a big accident? Oscar Mayer, which I didn't even know they still had those Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles.
You can rent them or something, but there's a whole thing where you can rent
Is
them.
that right? You can
Yeah,
rent
I
'em?
saw something
The
about
French
it.
guy's going to be endorsing that. He's going to be the
Yeah,
new,
there you go.
Yeah, he's the new guy.
Who's
new spokesman for Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Who's
Write
renting the
that
Oscar
down.
Mayer Wienermobile? Somebody who never wants to get laid? Let's go for a ride in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
I forget where I read that. I forget where you could rent it, but yeah, take it on a a trip.
Wow. But they,
Bachelorette parties.
but they showed it. They showed a picture of it. I mean, it was crashed. And imagine you're sitting in traffic. You're waiting to see. You're held up. You're waiting to see you get up in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile's holding you. Is the thing that's been holding you up the whole time?
I don't know, officer. I was driving. I just got jammed from behind. I don't even know how it happened.
I didn't even realize they were still around. You're telling me they can rent them. No, that's a riot.
Yeah.
You imagine
I
renting the
forget where I
Oscar Mayer
saw that.
Wienermobile?
Yeah.
Hey, here's the worst birthday you ever had. Your parents rented the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile for
And you're
you.
35.
You're 35. That's great.
I would love it.
The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Oh, that's
So they rent it as an Airbnb. You
An
can rent it for the
Airbnb.
night.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sleeps 4? What? I wouldn't think you'd be
Book
able
a
to
night.
sleep.
You can book a night lodging inside one of the giant hot dogs on wheels. Yeah.
Wow.
This country gets worse and worse. The Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. All right, here's what I wanted to ask you. Chris, you're Irish, right? You're
I am.
Bobby, you Irish
I'm
too?
Irish,
You
yes,
Irish too?
mostly. Yeah.
Now, do you have the Irish mark? Do you have a shamrock tattoo?
Stretch marks?
No, I'm just,
I just have a small penis. That's all. That's
but
my
there-
Irish.
them.
there's so many Irish guys. I call it the Irish mark of shame. They either have like a shamrock.
I just wear the hat.
Yeah, yeah.
So if
The
I get
Notre-
tired of it, I just take
the
it off.
Notre Dame
Or the Notre
leprechaun.
Dame guy on the, somebody's
On
got
their
it on their
ankle.
back. Yeah, it's either the shamrock or the Notre Dame guy or like the map of Ireland or a shillelagh. People have these tattoos. I always think I'm the only Irish guy who doesn't have the mark of shame.
No,
on
I
those
don't do the
I'm
mark.
an underachiever too.
Yeah, me too.
I feel bad.
It's amazing to me how many Irish guys you'll see with those tattoos all over them. And it's are you trying to say you're not proud of your heritage?
I try to keep that on the down low.
But it's amazing to me the Irish tattoos. I don't know the point of it. You could just tell somebody you're Irish. You don't have to walk around with a tattoo on you. That works too. Just say I'm Irish. Wear a hat like Irish. T-shirt. You really don't have to get the tattoo.
Or the Jeffy hats. This says it.
There you go. There you go. Anybody
It's
sees
very
that?
Irish. And you look Irish. And you look
Well, yeah,
like,
I do look. I look like the
could
Notre
tell.
Dame
McGonigal
guy.
was my
You could tell.
first clue.
Yeah. Well, McGonigal too.
But you're right. I do look like the Irish, the Notre Dame guy. Escaped from South. Escaped from
Give
South
me that.
Bend.
There he is,
And
there he is.
now he's on the loose in Philadelphia telling bad jokes. I never got that. If I had come home with something like that, my father would have killed me.
Well, that's when we were growing up.
too.
You get your ass
Me
beat
too.
getting a tattoo.
Father would a tattoo.
Everybody's got them now.
Oh, everybody's got. You're right. It's amazing. We had tattoos and DoorDash and Ubers. Yeah, you're right. That's all it is. It's an amazing different country now from
world.
when I grew up. My father wouldn't recognize the whole country now. If he was alive now, I mean, he's been dead a long time, but he wouldn't recognize this country.
No.
What's the other thing I want to talk? Oh, Ozempic. Anybody here ever try Ozempic?
I know people have done it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but not.
To me, it's if you're taking Ozempic, it's because you don't have enough balls to take cocaine. Right? It used to be you wanted to lose weight, you took cocaine. Now everybody's taking this Ozempic.
Do I look like I have? I can't believe you. That's why he's looking at you. He didn't look over.
It's not working, Chris.
I'm not taking those.
But it used to be that was what you did, and you took cocaine, and to me, you're better off because.
And is there all the side effects with it? Like you might have diarrhea, you might die.
That's another thing. They say the diarrhea for some people is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Some people wake up and they've shit the whole bed.
Yeah, you can't do. That ain't worth
It was
losing
like we
weight.
said
to
a
me.
couple weeks ago. That's what,
Oh yeah, that I've had. I've shit the bed many times on stage, but not because of Ozempic. But and to me, if you buy money off a coke dealer instead of a pharmaceutical company, you're giving your money to a better class of people, but the coke dealer than the pharmaceutical.
I wouldn't.
And
do
they're
that,
honest,
man.
you know.
I would be so freaking afraid that some bad shit was going to happen.
I'm afraid to take any kind of
Yeah.
prescription. You never know what the side effects are going to be. I try not even. If I have a headache, I just take regular aspirin. I don't even like to take Tylenol. I don't take anything. Who knows what it's going to do to you?
Yeah, that all that lose weight stuff, the stuff that helps you lose. I don't.
It's Ozempic, and what's the other one? Monjaro or something? Is that the other one? I think the other big prescription thing. It just
Guardians.
But I think that's actually
Jordies.
diabetes. Are they using that for
They use that for weight loss, and I'm
geez.
tired of
Well, I'll get on a
commercial, by the
treadmill
way.
if I want to lose weight.
How about you diet and exercise instead of taking these crazy?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
they're
know.
pushing everything on. They got everybody. They got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has AFib. Lady Gaga has migraine headaches, and freaking Cindy Lauper's
Cindy
got plaque
Lauper's got the
psoriasis. They're all pushing that
psoriasis.
shit. And
Every
you saw what
celebrity
you're
says
like, I got that shit. I'm like, dude, plaque psoriasis, like it's a
I
pie
got
crust
that.
from dinner, asshole. Just get that shit off me. Everybody's pushing some
I hope
fucking
you're doing that in your
medication.
set, by the way.
I am.
hope so, because that's
that was
funny.
for you guys. All
That's
right.
funny. I hope so.
It worked.
That is funny. There's no question about
When
that.
it works, you're in.
That's
Kareem,
I don't.
AFib.
I'm thinking about getting a disease just so I can get a commercial endorsement. I'd love to
That's
get
it.
any kind of disease.
Yeah.
I tried to get to be a spokesman for Rogaine, but they wouldn't take me. They said, "No, you're not. It's not working for you. We can't have you on there. It's not working." So another thing I wanted to ask you about OnlyFans. Have you guys ever been on OnlyFans? Have you ever?
I'm on it.
Are you?
I have an OnlyFans.
Have you ever subscribed to it? Any of the women on
Guys
it?
with tits. That's my OnlyFans. But
I don't understand. You're paying to see these pictures. Couldn't you just take that money and get a hooker? I mean, you're paying to see somebody's.
you're paying this, and some of them are weird. Like, look at my foot, like a picture of my foot, or like the feet stuff. Not that I'm on it like that. I
You
don't.
seem to know a lot about
I
it,
don't.
Prince, so
I don't subscribe. But that's what I hear.
I mean, I'm pretty cheap, but if I'm gonna save that guy, get that kind of money.
Yeah,
at
why
least
you wanna
the-
look at a picture?
At least the girl's gonna be in the room with you.
I still
don't-
have penthouse on between my bed. I never thought my mom. It's a force of habit.
Yeah, the old days. But
Vanessa Williams can't copy.
it doesn't make any sense to me because I guess some of the girls are naked, but some of the girls aren't even naked. They're only in lingerie or bikinis. But you're paying for that?
You're paying to look at a picture of that. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Other than the fact that a girl won't want to be in a room with me, so I'd rather have the porn screen and watch
there's
it.
that too. But I mean, just go to a massage bar, get a happy ending. You're
Go
doing
to a
this.
washy wash.
There you go. There's Chinese girls. They're working hard. You're giving your money to these crazy, lazy white girls, and these
Yeah.
Chinese girls are working hard. Come on.
You should take up that cause. I just think,
This is why I started a podcast.
do like a tour with the Oscar Mayer mobile and just like,
They drive around
take
and
these guys
promote
around.
hookers.
You see hookers, you're wasting your money. Let me help you with that.
Promote hook, but
That's your cause, Ed.
I don't get on OnlyFans. I would never. I mean, my cheapness cancels out my erection. There's no way I would pay. I would be paying for pictures. I mean, I'm sure some of the girls are really hot, but still, it's only pictures. I don't.
And it's a big deal.
You can go on the internet and find naked pictures without paying.
People make a living fully
Oh,
off
of
of
course,
that.
of course.
porn
There
on the
was
internet?
one
Is
of the
that what you told
wrestlers. Apparently, I've never seen it.
As far as your wife knows, Bob, there's not. There's no
I've
porn on
never
the
seen
internet.
it. Who's that one? There was one girl, the wrestler. What the hell was her name? And she left the WWE. She was with WWE.
Oh,
She
yeah.
left.
I know who you're talking about.
And
Yeah.
she's making
China?
no.
that the one?
She was no. China's dead. Who was
See,
the
that's
other?
how you, yeah.
I can't remember her name. But she's real blonde, real
And she
pretty.
left wrestling just
She's making more money now on the OnlyFans.
Well, I was reading about
Make a lot more money.
a policewoman who got in trouble because she had an OnlyFans, and the police department was mad, so she just quit the police department and
And
she's
she's
making a
making more
bunch of
money
money
at
on
the
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Exactly how long has China been dead? I just want to know how far out the loop I am
Whoa.
with the porn. Could
It's
you
been
help
a
me out,
while.
Chris?
It's
10
been a
years?
while.
China? That's my answer. She's dead, asshole.
She's been a while. I know.
I know the name.
The wrestler's name is Mandy Rose.
That's it.
Mandy
That's
Rose.
it. Yes.
Did
that's
China
it.
used to
When did
be?
China die? Could you look that up for me? Because I just want to know how inept I am.
China
right now.
used to be on Howard Stern sometimes. Was China on?
I'm sure.
think so.
Maybe that's why I know him from. Because I swear
Her and the
I know
Iron
him.
Sheik.
No, the Iron Sheik was the best. When he used to go on Stern and Artie would imitate him. That was so funny. My God.
2016.
2016.
There you go.
8 years. Okay. Not so bad.
So we're reading about this J.D. Vance, the Republican vice president. You see where he came out and he was criticizing people who don't have kids. He was calling them childless cat ladies.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
thinking,
a cat lady, I guess.
He's talking about me. I'm
Yeah, we're cat ladies,
yeah,
Ed.
but me and Chris and John Cancel were cat ladies. What? I mean, I literally am a cat lady, except I don't have cats.
Yeah,
But
I don't have cats
I
either.
live by myself. I have no kids, and I've never been married.
I have a couple of rodents, maybe.
There might be. I ignore them though. I don't even. But I'm the epitome of a cat lady. I mean, I'm all by myself and never came close to getting married. I don't know. So
Me
JD
too,
Vance,
Ed.
JD
We
Vance
should move in
doesn't-
together, Ed.
He doesn't want my vote if he's criticizing cat ladies.
I saw something. I think Trump doesn't like when people are taking the headlines away from him.
Oh, probably not.
There was
Oh,
like
I
some
can
chatter
guarantee
about him maybe not.
If
being
he loses, J.D. Vance is getting blamed.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
All the
but that's
anti-J.
what you're saying. You're not even seeing Trump really that much on
Oh,
TV. You're
I
seeing this guy.
promise you, if he loses, it's not going to be his fault. It never is. It'll be Vance's fault. But another thing about J.D. Vance, apparently in his book, he wrote an autobiography, and there was he talked about when he was, when he was a young kid or a teenager, like basically masturbating on the couch, like having sex with the couch, and
think I heard about
now it's a
that.
big thing.
Was this in one of his speeches?
No, he actually wrote it in his autobiography,
Oh.
apparently.
Yeah.
And
Because
and I
I've
was-
never done that.
And I was thinking,
Who has?
he only had
Who
sex.
has done that?
He only had sex with a couch. I mean, think about all the that's pretty normal to me. Only having sex with a couch. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
Was he like a teen? Like
Yeah.
Oh.
I was engaged in my crock pot for a while. Me and my toaster oven were going steady for a few years.
Yeah.
I mean, they're making fun of the guy. Who hasn't jerked off on a couch? I mean, everybody that's perfectly the Pope on the papal couch is jerking off. Everybody jerks off on a couch.
Lord.
Why would you make fun of the guy for that? I mean, what do you think guys do?
Yeah.
What do you think guys do?
Yeah.
Couches
We
in
just don't talk
bed.
about it. We keep it.
Yeah, we except on Ed's podcast
just-
for all the
we're
world
all
to
coming
see.
out here. Yeah.
Couches and beds are the things guys jerk off on. It's the other stuff you might have. You know, if a guy jerking off to his hot water heater, that might be a little bit of a story. But a
A
couch,
little scolding.
a couch isn't a story. How is that a story? I mean, if they're making a big this weirdo. He was on a. Yeah, you look at your husband. I guarantee he did the same thing,
Yeah.
if not worse. And they're all saying about anybody who does that doesn't deserve to be vice president. Well, we're never going to have a vice president because every guy's jerked off on a couch or a bed. That's why you do. That's why you do it. I'm pretty sure that's why they started making couches at one time back in the 1800s. They needed
Just
a place
for that?
They needed a place for guys to jerk off.
We need something for comfort.
Guys are jerking off standing up. This is bad for their posture. This way they can lay down. But I don't know. The poor guy. I mean, you can't find any of his policies to criticize. You're going to criticize him jerking off over a couch, which all the Democrat guys are hiding when they heard. Like, you think any of the Kennedys weren't jerking off the couches? Bill Clinton wasn't jerking off the couches? This is ridiculous. That's the thing they pick on him about.
Ed's fired up over that issue.
It's just funny to me, but I mean, who doesn't jerk off? That's the thing they're getting the guy about. At least he wasn't.
I'm waiting till I'm married to jerk off.
I was reading about a steakhouse down in Florida, and they have a big picture of Perry Como hanging up in the steakhouse, and a bunch of people were complaining to the owner. They thought the picture was Jeffrey Epstein, and it's Perry Como. And
Really?
They were demanding, take that pair. How dare you have that pedophile Jeffrey Epstein? And it's Perry Como.
Do they look alike?
There is a resemblance between
Let's go
Jeffrey.
to the videotape.
Yeah.
There's definitely a resemblance. I mean, maybe not exactly, but I guess I could see how you could see that. But people were complaining they were going to boycott the restaurant, and he had to put a sign on it that it's Perry Como.
This is Perry Como.
This is Perry Como.
Can you imagine? People thought it was Jeffrey Epstein. I almost died laughing.
I gotta see them together. 'Cause
And there is sort of a resemblance, I guess, when you think about it. But you know what it is? People nowadays don't even know who Perry Como is. It was so
that's
long
another
ago
thing.
that
Yeah.
when Perry Como was around, that I guess if you see.
I'm surprised Chris knows who Perry Como is. You're kind
I'm
of
an old soul.
Really?
Oh, I like all the old stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Who is that? Perry Como?
Oh, is that the
That's
picture?
Como, right?
That's the restaurant?
Oh, that's the picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It kind of does look like
A
Epstein.
little bit like Epstein. Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to put that up there too.
And there's Jeffrey. There is a resemblance. There
Yeah,
definitely
big
is.
time. I didn't know Perry
Oh, that's
Como.
funny. This is not Jeffrey Epstein.
That's Epstein with the girlfriend.
Yeah,
Oh,
that crazy girl who was his recruiter.
Which,
Was
of
it-
course,
That's
he
pretty
just
amazing.
vanished in prison, just like,
Oh, yeah,
the
he-
security cameras
See,
went dark.
He's dead. The 9/11 guys are still alive, and they
Yeah.
got rid of Epstein in 2 days. They can't get rid of the 9/11 guys in 23 years.
What happened there, Ed? Was that a conspiracy thing?
Oh, that was just a suicide. I mean, it was a coincidence that the cameras cut out and the guard walked away. It was just pure coincidence.
Yeah.
Pure coincidence. The
He
same
tripped
guy.
on his bed sheet and hung himself.
The same guy who got Epstein was the guy who was taking a shot at Trump and missed.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, he committed suicide. Sure he did. Everybody he committed suicide. It's over. Nobody even talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
They blatantly killed the guy. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And then nobody even talks about it anymore. Oh, well, one of those things. It happened.
Whoops.
And all the records are buried because they say that Clinton was there, Trump, a bunch of showbiz guys were on Epstein Island, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
He had so many famous people whose names were in Epstein's files that they got rid of them.
They never released them, right?
No. They were going to release him, and I think the judge who ordered the release, I think he committed suicide too. I think he fell.
He fell.
He fell down.
But they said they had all of them. One time they were going to do an article about Epstein. I forget what magazine it was. Was it the New York Times magazine or the New Yorker or something? And Bill Clinton went and spoke to the editors and talked them out of it. Oh, Epstein's he's a friend of mine. You're going to ruin his reputation. Then they find out what he was up to. And here Clinton was like his character witness.
Yeah. Clinton's my character witness.
And they called the plane, didn't they call his plane the Lolita Express or something like that?
my
The plane
God.
he was flying people down to the island.
Was Perry Como on the list?
Maybe he committed suicide too. He might one of his Christmases in Hawaii. He accidentally drowned. One of his Christmas specials. Perry Como Christmas special. So the other thing I wanted to ask you about Instagram. Do you follow any women you know on Instagram? Like, is there any your friends' daughters, or your friend or neighbors' daughters,
no.
and
Friends' daughters.
Friends?
I just wonder how embarrassing Instagram will get, because these young girls put these pictures up, these sexy pictures. How embarrassing would it be if you're following like your friend's daughter, your neighbor's daughter, your niece or something? I always wondered about that. Like I don't have any family or friends, so I can follow anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna have any awkward conversation. That's one good thing about being a loner. You can
I follow.
whatever.
I mean, I have nieces I follow and friends I follow, and
But I'm wondering how embarrassing it gets if the girls put bikini pictures and then
I try not to look.
You look like
Don't like those pictures.
Yeah,
you
I
look
try
like
not
the
to
dirty
look.
old man on Instagram. And it's,
Or if you're by accident you hit it and it likes it, you're like, oh, just get it off.
But Instagram, I guarantee I wonder how many divorces and things the Instagram is responsible for. It's got to be a lot, right? It's got to be a lot of people.
Why did you like this picture? Oh yeah, because everyone sees what you like.
Exactly.
And everything.
Or you find out your wife's putting these bikini pictures up, and why is she putting these pictures up? It's got to be. God knows how many divorces have happened because of
Social
it.
media,
That's
the
what happened
Instagrams.
to me. I guess.
Really?
I had a bunch of people on that, and then I got hacked, and I was like, screw this. Then I started getting back on it again.
On Instagram?
I had tons of
I'm
people
on Instagram. I don't post any pictures. I'm just on there specifically to look at the bikini
just
girls.
to lurk at people. Yeah.
I don't
My
post
daughter's
any
friends.
pictures. Yeah,
Is that why you're on there? I'm friends with Marsdale.
no.
His daughter's got cute friends.
Well, now that you said that, I may have to start following.
I was gonna follow
I didn't
you.
realize that,
Get
but I specifically follow the thong girls. I mean, I don't see I don't follow comedians or any famous people. I just look at which girl's got the best thong picture up here.
I liked Instagram a little better than Facebook because people just put pictures up. People don't put their political
Well, that's
opinions
true.
and all that crap up there.
That's true. But then now, of course, it's owned by the same guy, right? Didn't Zuckerberg buy Instagram? Yeah.
Yeah, they actually, you put something on Facebook, it crosses over, it'll post on.
Yeah, sometimes it does that too.
And he tried to start his own Twitter. What was it called? Threads or something? Was it called? What was
I think it is a thing. Threads.
But it didn't.
I accidentally joined it.
But I did too. But it didn't take off. I mean,
It's still going though.
it's still going. But
Because I get notifications from it. I think because I'm on Instagram, it goes to Thread. I don't know. I'm not a technical.
But everybody thought that Twitter was going to go down with Musk, but it hasn't. It's still pretty. I mean, Biden actually put his announcement that he wasn't running on Twitter. That's where he announced it. That's how big Twitter still is. He didn't go on television and announce it. He put it up on Twitter.
It's so big they still call it Twitter.
Yeah. X.
I can't call it X.
No, I can't either. I still call it Twitter. But I mean, think about that. The president's not running. He doesn't hold a TV address. He puts it on X. That's how big X still is. That the president would announce when it was
Biden quit?
He's not. Huh? Biden. That's why he doesn't know either. Don't worry, you're not the only one. Nobody told Joe either.
Yeah.
They had him sign a paper. He knew what he's like Elvis. He signed anything they put in front of him. He's a political Elvis.
Now see Twitter I'm on, but I barely go on that either.
I enjoy Twitter.
I
enjoy
follow
the
people and I see people. You put jokes and stuff up?
Yeah, I just enjoy the joking around and
You put
screwing
jokes
around.
on Facebook though. Ed has some good stuff on there.
he's
I
got
follow
good
it.
stuff. Yeah, I mean,
him
it's-
and Kensel. Kensel always makes me laugh.
Cancel's
too.
crazy. I don't know how many hours in the day you could possibly be on social media. He's got posts on Facebook. He's got two
They're always
Instagrams.
entertaining. They always make me laugh.
John's 59-year-old man. He's got 2 Instagrams. I don't know you should maybe get arrested for that. I don't know.
He had that
59
picture of
years
him. He looked like he had the tattoos about 2 or 3 days ago. This guy's
I have no idea.
He's funny though.
This is why nobody in Northeast Philly can get their plumbing done. Because John's on social media. Those old ladies
He's
in
so
Northeast
busy on
Philly, they got
social
water
media.
up to here, the pipes are bursting. Nobody get plumbing. John's on Instagram.
I'll be right over. I got to do a post. I gotta get Wid's props.
Old
I'll be
ladies,
over.
you get whores. They're going through the kitchen when there's so much water. And John's on Instagram. You see that Russian swap the other day? We swapped some prisoners to get the three.
Yeah. What did we swap? We swapped.
They actually gave some apparently the one KGB guy who was a hitman.
Oh yeah,
He got off the plane and Putin gave him a big hug at the bottom of the stairs. Of the
They
plane.
said he was like Putin's bodyguard.
Yeah,
Like
he
one
was
of his buddies.
I mean, Putin was waiting to get.
Apparently, Putin has people killed on occasion. Is that the thing?
Yeah, they commit suicide like Epstein. All Putin's enemies accidentally get poisoned. It's amazing coincidence.
Yeah.
You have a falling out with Putin, you end up dead.
That was like a freaking 3-player. Like it was like a baseball. It was like this one.
Oh, exactly right. It was
this
like
team,
a
3-way.
It was like
I
a
never heard of
four-team swap. You're right.
Yeah.
Pick
But I
someone
was
on
thinking,
waivers.
Yeah.
if there's any what celebrity would you like to send to Russia? Could we, like Whoopi Goldberg or something? Wouldn't it be cool if we send somebody over to Russia instead of sending a murderer? Hey, take Whoopi. Take Rosie O'Donnell. Take Scott Baio. Why do you have to take, don't we instead of a
Chachi. I don't want to see Chachi go.
But take Rob Reiner. Take anybody instead of sending them.
Take Meathead.
There you go. Instead of sending a KGB murderer. I mean that's unbelievable to me. But
And that's
I'm
that's
glad
who
we got those guys back. I'm
I
not
am
saying
too.
we shouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially that one guy, the Paul Whelan, who was the military guy.
Yeah,
He was over there for
Marine.
like 5 years or something.
so
right?
long.
He was over there for here's the thing. He was over there for a wedding.
We got Brittany Griner back before him, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but he was in Russia for a wedding. Here's my advice: if somebody invites you to a wedding in Russia, tell them you're busy. You can't make it that week. I can't make that wedding. Send a gift. Don't go to a wedding
I got
in Russia.
something that night.
Yeah. I want to come, but I got a conflict. If somebody invites you to a wedding in Russia or Iran, North Korea, you're busy. You can't make it. RSVP. Sorry. Next time. I wouldn't advise going to a wedding in Russia. But what do I know? I'm
Legendary Philadelphia comic Ed McGonigal snatced off the streets of Moscow.
Oh, man.
Moscow. I was just going to a wedding.
Nobody's coming to save you.
Stand in the buffet line to get food and they snatch it. Well, listen, that's about a good hour. I really want to. This was great. I mean, I think we really had a good time, and
lot
Jim
of
jumped
fun,
in a lot.
Eddie.
That was great. Jim was great.
Jim, thank you very much.
That was great. Listen, so Chris, you want to plug Burlesque every Thursday?
Burlesque every Thursday
Thursday
at the Borgata, where I'll be telling old jokes. There's beautiful girls, and it's better than. I'm not good at political shit, so it's a lot better. You'll see me better there.
Burlesque, get down and see Bobby.
Every Thursday at 9.
Yeah,
Every Thursday at 9 at the Borgata.
I got a bunch of dates coming up in the fall. I just launched a new website, bobmarsdalecomedy.com. So all my dates will be up there if you guys want to check me out.
And me and Bob are doing a show together, September 21st at the End of the Road Theater in Cape May.
That's
Me-
right.
me and Bob.
Beautiful.
Also, my next gig, I got a big gig coming up, August 16th at the Sons of Italy in West Berlin, New Jersey. Big gig.
Token Irish guy.
All the
The
comics,
little Irish guy.
all the comics are trying to get booked at the Sons of Italy. Believe me, I mean, I beat out Sebastian Maniscalco to get in there. It came down to me and Seinfeld. The Sons of Italy went with me. So it's. But listen, I want to thank my guests, especially Jim Corhan. Please check out all the Comedy Trainwreck podcast. Everything they put up is great. It's fantastic. Thanks, folks. We'll see you next time for another dumb episode. Thank you. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you, Ed.
Comedy Train